Hello, my name's Laura. Thank you for joining me once again. If you're joining me for the first time, I love books. If you're rejoining me, thank you, I appreciate you. Today is a quick video just talking about a book series that I think is phenomenal. It's so different from anything that I've ever read before. This is the first book in the series, but it is Pestilence by Laura Thalassa. Good name. This is the Horsemen, the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse series, and each one focuses on a different horseman. So first one is Pestilence, then you have War, then you have Famine, and then you have Death. This is a dark romance like nothing that I've ever read before. It is amazing. I mean, look at the cover. I don't know if you can still get these covers, but if you can, they are fantastic. Basically, the apocalypse is happening. Each of the four horsemen are pretty much sent to the earth to destroy it, and the first one up is Pestilence, and he has been working his way through the country, riding on his horse, well, through America, I think this one is saying, and wherever he goes, people get diseased, they die, and a group of people set out to pretty much try and kill him, but what they don't know is that you can't kill the four horsemen of the apocalypse, they will just regenerate. But Sara Burns, manages to shoot him off his horse. It's the first time this has ever been done. She achieves it, but of course he reanimates, doesn't take too kindly to this, and pretty much kidnaps her. Now he can, with his powers, put people through punishment, but he can heal them. So this is dark, very dark. So he drags her behind his horse at one point. She gets incredibly, mortally injured on many occasions, but he just keeps her alive to torture her. It's a weird one because obviously when I say enemies to lovers, I mean enemies to lovers. He injures her horrifically on many occasions because it's just like a lack of care. But he's intrigued by her because obviously she's this strange, she's not afraid of him, and it's a weird kind of dynamic because in the beginning she's just like this oddity to him that he will just keep healing her, sending her out and torturing her each day. But he does eventually stop dragging her behind the horse and he lets her sit on the horse. But again, he gets her to the point where they're driving through really cold situations, so she does actually get hypothermia and she's like almost at the point that she's dying. And he gets mad at her for not saying that she's at that point, and she's like, well, I thought you kind of wanted it to suffer. And he's like, not like that. So he does start strangely, weirdly developing feelings for Sara, but because he's not human, it's kind of odd in the beginning. So he sort of sweet her in a really weird way. So he's still going into people's houses, and she hates it every time he is going into people's houses because obviously those people are then going to get sick and die. And wherever he's going, he's still doing his mission. But she's kind of humanizing him bit by bit. And this is where each of the four horsemen, so when they will complete their mission is basically when they've kind of finished failing their mission, when they don't want to do it anymore, when they kind of want to put down tools and they're like, no, they almost give up their status as horsemen. And it takes the females in each of these books to get them to that point where they gain their humanity. This is a dynamic that I've never read before. It's fascinating because you think, how are these two going to make it to a happy ever after? Because he's literally got to end the world, and he's not even that he's evil, because he just is doing what he's supposed to be doing. So he's this being that's got to end people because he just sees it as black and white. So these characters that they meet, these women, they almost bring humanity to colour for them. They want to sort of look after that one female first, and then they'll kind of work on everybody else. So if you haven't read this, it is dark. Like I say, there are horrific things that happen, and horrible things are done to the female main character throughout this book. Some of them are committed to her via humans. but it's like apocalypse level stakes, like the world is ending and you do see the worst of humanity, but you are also seeing the best of humanity in there. But you also, the thing with the Horseman is, because he's not doing it from a place of cruelty, the things that happen to, that he kind of does to the main female character at the beginning, he's just, it's odd because he's kind of just black and white, like you're my enemy, so I'm going to do this to you. But it's because he's intrigued by her, that's when it develops into something more. The couple, you know, their banter, their interplay is wonderful, but you kind of think she's literally trying to talk him out of ending the world. So this is not a low stakes. This is intense, but it's the apocalypse. It was never going to be sunshine and roses. It's such a strange one, but it's a memorable one. I just devoured this series. It's just phenomenal. It's fast paced. There's a lot of trauma to be found in this book, but if you do kind of like your romance is a little bit paranormal, a little bit strange, I mean, this is like world ending stakes. But I actually ate this up. I think they're amazing, and when they do kind of get to the end, it's very, very satisfying. So he is a hero or a main male character that I've never sort of read that dynamic before. If you are looking for something a bit different, a bit quirky, dangerous, but like I say, very, very dark, because it is graphic, this is well worth your time. It's something different. I loved it. I love this series as a whole. I think every single book in this series is 5 stars for me. I mean, if you have any recommendations of books that are like this, let me know. But look at that cover. If that cover doesn't convince you to pick this book up, I don't know what will. Beautiful, wonderful writing by Laura Thalassa. Sorry if I'm butchering your name. I do tend to do that. This book, it is steamy. It is... If you don't like your romance is dark, this is not going to be for you, but we get to a really good place at the end of this book, and it makes the journey absolutely worth it. But you won't read anything like this. This is really unique within the romance genre. I mean, whoever would have thought to turn the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse into thirst traps? I don't know. I'm not mad at it though. I'm mentally casting this movie as we speak. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you do have any recommendations for me, let me know in the comments. But if I haven't convinced you to pick up this one already, it's 5 stars. What are you doing? Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one.